sometimes Chinese teachers are actually frustrated. After many years of English teaching, the student cannot write a simple correct sentence, not in his essay or in his paper. And so I'm really interested in question 4, how to balance language accuracy and the originality of content. Actually, every teacher knows that the content, the idea, the originality is very important. However, they have to correct the student's mistake at first, because they have to understand what the student is talking about. Sometimes I tell my student, I know what you're talking about after translate your writing into Chinese, but I'm not sure whether the English-speaking person can understand what you're talking about. Now, and just now, you talked about the audience, the importance of audience in writing. And I think in China, for many, not for all, but for many Chinese students, their audience is teacher. Now, they write the essay, and for many students, they learn reading and writing in order to pass examinations. And you know, English is very important in China. And especially for college students, they are required to pass national examinations. College English test for non-English majors and a test for English majors. And if they want to become postgraduate, they have to take English exam. And reading and writing are very important to them because these two skills account for a large portion in test papers. And how to? And when it comes to reading comprehension, actually, they just do multiple choice questions. They do not need critical thinking. And nowadays, many people talk about developing critical thinking in reading and writing, but the reality is that it is very difficult, up to the point of impossibility. Now, because when you take the test, if you can get the main idea, if you can get the details, if you can know which answer is correct, and sometimes you simply guess, without fully understanding the text, you can also get the correct answer. And that is the case with reading. And when it comes to writing, when Chinese students go on internet, now they can find the thousands of models to recite. So when we check this, when we correct students' writings, sometimes we find it very funny because now when we read a sentence, the first half is beautifully written, and the second half is poorly written. Because the first half is what they have recited, and the second part is composed by themselves, full of mistakes. Now, and that is not individual case. Many students now have these problems. Now, however, they can pass the examination. Now, if they know how to guessing answers when they do reading comprehension, if they can memorize tens or dozens of models, they can pass the examination. But the reality is, even if they pass the examination, they still cannot understand the original. They still cannot express themselves in English. Now, and this just leads me to now the next topic. So what's the motivation for Chinese students when they learn English? And I believe for most students, they have no other choice because English is a required course. They have to learn it in order to pass the test. So long as they can pass the test, it's okay. As soon as they pass CT4 or CT6 or TM8, they forget everything. And just as Professor Wang said, I've been learning English for more than 30 years, I still cannot write an essay.